Okay, we're putting the copper connector on. Now, I don't know why they came up with this upside down design. Gotta find that other little nut. Oh, it's stuck on the housing. The motor picked it up. Well, the way to do that is just hold it on this end. See, the magnet, which was our friend a moment ago, is now not our friend. We got to get rid of it because it's pulling everything, which is kind of funny. The little magnets are kind of weird. Didn't have those around when I was a kid. Would have loved it, but now we have all kinds of magnetic pull here. Holy crap. Okay, that's in there. It's going on top. The magic abyss pulls again. It's like a comedy of errors. Now the trick is to just hold this in place. Now we got it. I hope the camera was on before when I put in the reattach things with this Sano acrylic. I got this nasty suspicion it might have been off. Now it's all all reconnected, but it shouldn't run. You know why? Because these pieces are not on. Now you can see here there's the brass connector, but the amazing thing is, and that's why the bolts have to be where they are, because they're going to brush up on those screw bolts, and this just pushes in. And boy, that is a good tight fit. Now you have to put. See how nice this is made, though. The bronze sintered bearings. Now I see an error. This is put on the wrong way. It's got to go that way. It's like that one. Because you see, that little flange of copper now touches that screw, and that's where the electricity comes in. And that's what's telling you that all wheels are picking up. Got to line everything up. Otherwise she won't go in. Beautiful. It's another one. I'm not sure if the other video session worked or not. In case it didn't, what I had to do is I realized that these little pieces that attach to the axle inside these trucks was slipping. It might have been slipping because I put oil and it just went through, but that normally wouldn't do damage. It's because the little plastic pieces are probably old, lost their elasticity, and the press fit weakened. So I cleaned it off with alcohol, and then I put the tiny dab of cyanoacrylic, and hopefully that works. It's worked on other projects, but you know, never did it on this one before, on this particular locomotive. Oh man, this is a tight fit. Let's get this one on. So we're 3/4 of the way home. If we could get this annoying little bugger on. All right, now she should be able to operate. Need our power connectors, alligator clips. The slippage seems to be gone. Let's try reverse. See, I like the fact that it doesn't have traction tires, because the wheels will slip when there's pushing on something it can't move, but the engine does not seize, which is great. Alright, it's passing its test. It looks like the slippage problem has been fixed. Alright, now we still have other things to do in the next episodes of this, putting on the pantograph, which is hiding over here, fabricating some lights. We'll see if it's just going to be headlights or anything extra, and we'll continue to have some fun. Thanks for watching.